Well, for more on this, I'm joined by Rolf van Dick. Joins me. He is in Germany right now. He's a professor of social psychology at the University of Goethe. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. van Dick. Now, firstly, Germany has a very well documented history of hatred, if we go back to World War II times, but so is it also well documented its remarkable turnaround, with the likes of places like Berlin being one of the most multicultural, socially liberal places on the planet. So does it come as a surprise to you that the anti-immigration party is doing so well in these local elections?
It does come as a surprise indeed that they have managed to win more than 20% and even more than the conservative parties and the CDU, Merkel's party, and particularly so on Merkel's homeland. So it comes as a surprise, but if you see the development over the last 4 or 5 months, I think it's mainly the conservative politicians themselves who have criticized Merkel's politics, and this gives way to the populist talk of the AfD and the Pegida movements.
And Mr. van Dick, these are local elections being held where the anti-immigration party is leading. Now, Germany is preparing for the full parliamentary elections next year. What kind of effect will this result have on those parliamentary elections? And also, Germany as a whole, will it continue to be the liberal country that we've known it to be for quite some time now?
I'm pretty confident that you will see Germany continue to be a liberal country, but I think we should not underestimate the effects. Even if the politicians in Berlin tonight obviously reject the idea that this is a prediction of what will happen next year, I think it does have something to say about what the democratic politicians should do over the next months: win back the people and have a unanimous politics. It's not only Merkel. I mean, Angela Merkel has made this statement that we will manage the situation, but it's also the Social Democrats, it's also the Green Party's leaders who are in power in the federal states and in Berlin, and they are responsible. Every one of them is responsible, and I think we need more unity rather than criticism within the conservative parties and the Social Democrats against Angela Merkel.
And Mr. van Dick, I'm just guessing here, but I assume one of the reasons that the conservative politicians have gained some momentum is because of Angela Merkel's now very famous policy of opening the border to so many Syrian refugees. Is that the case? And if so, what is your view on that?
I think it's certainly the case that the AfD plays with the emotions of the people, but it's no big surprise that they win in states like Mecklenburg-Vorpommern with very, very low numbers of foreigners living there. So the people do not have personal contact to immigrants, especially also to guest workers from Turkey and anywhere elsewhere. So people without personal contact believe what the stories that they hear from the AfD politicians and the media. And if you look at the results, I think most of the AfD votes come from people who have not gone to the election 5 years ago in 2011. We have about 10% more people who went to the elections, and most of them voted for the AfD.
Mr. Rolf van Dick in Germany, thank you so much for joining us.